The Wheel of Karma. Deep in the heart of the great desert, a sage stood before three young men. He pointed toward the setting sun and gave them a single directive: walk west. When your foot strikes a stone, dig. There you will find your fortune. You may stop and take what you find, or you may risk the path ahead for more. But remember, greed is a weight that never lightens. After days of walking, the first man's foot struck a jagged rock. They dug into the earth and uncovered chests overflowing with shimmering silver. It was enough to sustain their families for a lifetime. The first man smiled, gathered his share, and turned back, content. But the remaining two laughed. Silver is for the cautious, they said. We want the sun. Days later, the second man struck a stone. Beneath the sand lay bars of solid gold, glowing like embers. The second man gasped, his eyes reflecting the yellow light. This is enough to buy a kingdom, he declared, stopping there to claim his prize. The third man, however, felt a cold hunger in his chest. If there is gold here, he whispered, there must be diamonds beyond the horizon. Ignoring the pleas of his friend, he pushed deeper into the scorching west. Finally, he reached a desolate peak where a man stood, bent double under a massive leaden chest. The stranger's face was egged with agony, his knees buckling under the impossible weight. Help me, the stranger cried. I have found the ultimate secret to wealth. If you take this weight from my shoulders, the secret is yours. The third man didn't hesitate. He saw only the promise of more. He reached out and grabbed the handles of the massive chest. As the weight transferred, the third man's spine let out a sickening crack. His feet sank into the earth. The weight was not gold. It felt like the weight of a mountain itself. Suddenly, the stranger stood tall, his body light and free. He began to laugh, a hollow, haunting sound that echoed off the canyon walls. I was like you, the stranger mocked. I wanted more than enough. Now, you must stand here until another soul blinded by the same hunger comes to relieve you. You have all the wealth in the world, but you will never be able to set it down. The third man realized too late. The sage's warning wasn't about the journey, but the destination. He was rich, yes, but he was a prisoner of his own desire. The moral: greed is a hole that no amount of gold can fill. When you always want more than you need, you eventually lose the strength to enjoy what you have. Know when you have reached your destination, before the weight of the world becomes your own. So if you like that story, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe us. Thank you.